Well, okay, hi there, friends. Doc South here. Just looking, look at, oh my gosh, the morning light is catching the glint of my my, my lovely hair. Oh, my heavens, this all belongs in my ponytail. What the heck's it doing out here? My gosh. Well, anyway, time to, yeah, oh, I see. Yeah, oh, I missed a whole big wad of, okay. Well, we'll work on that in a little bit. Right now, I got a blurb, not a blurb, I got a segment to read from Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. So let's do that. Then I can get to my stylist. Let's see. My stylist. Yeah, right. Uh, they run like crazy from me. No matter what someone does to my hair, give it 30 seconds. It's gone. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. This one, segment, gosh, I think it's segment number 10, last minute invitations. I must have made too much noise brushing my teeth. The rest of the family came to life and got out of bed. Grandma had the coffee pot set on overload. Bacon and eggs were sizzling in the pan, and sure it smelled good, too. Boy, believe it or not, Grandma was doing all this while getting a call out to the Pope. Don't quote me, but I think she had a direct line to the old boy. I can still hear her now. John Paul? Yeah, hi, it's Esther. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, did you get that hot dog chili from the Coney? I sent it out last week, special delivery. Yes, I know it's spicy. Well, I don't want to hold you up, but can you come over here for Thanksgiving dinner later today? Oh, I think we're eating sometime in the afternoon, but you might be needed earlier. You were talking to Gabe about it already. He told you about this back in May. That reminds me, how's the gunshot wound? Oh, that's good. Good. So Gabe can give you directions? Good. Well, bring your appetite. We'll set a place for you. Grandma looked at me and winked. I did a thumbs up. Okay. Grandma gave me the phone and told me to hurry up before everyone hit the kitchen for breakfast. We had a bit of time because my father was in was the first up and hit the bathroom before everyone else. And, well, now there was a line. I could hear Aunt Colette pounding on the bathroom door just to be a pill. My father was not a man to be rushed. He kept hollering back, full house. And, now I had to call President Reagan and invite him to the dinner, the big feast. I told Grandma how I didn't know President Reagan's phone number. We were both scratching our heads on that one. Just then, Gabe's voice came out of the calendar. Just dial 0, Gabe said, from the calendar. We'll do the rest. There you go. The president will be on in a moment. He's in the bathroom, just like your dad. Let it ring. Okay. Next thing I know, I'm talking to the president. I said it was okay. He said it was okay to call him Ron. I asked him if perhaps he'd been talking with a fellow named Gabe. Ron said that he and Gabe were good friends. In fact, he said how Gabe was very helpful right after that incident with John Hinckley back in March. Ron called Gabe a fascinating fellow and said that any friend of Gabe's was a friend of his. I said how it seemed like very short notice, but Gabe wants you to join us at Aunt Barb's and Uncle Bill's house in Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania, for Thanksgiving dinner. I told him how Nancy and anyone else would be welcome too. I mentioned how Pope John Paul would be there, and I also said we'd certainly be happy to feed the Secret Service staff too. President laughed and said that, well, if Gabe was going to be there, the Secret Service wouldn't be necessary. But still, he thought they'd probably like to come, if nothing else, for Aunt Barb's cooking. So it was a date. Ron's staff was nearby and already had the coordinates. They even said they'd be glad to give the Pope a lift after he crossed the Atlantic. Well, things were shaping up. They'd call him to clear to land in Washington. The pilots figured they could land Chopper 1 out in the cemetery next door to Barb and Bill's house. And Ron said they'd get the White House chefs to knock out some appetizers and maybe some extra this, a little of that. I said that was fine. I heard that, well, Pope John Paul was bringing antipasto and wine. Ron wanted to know if I thought he should bring maybe a case or two of beer. I had told him how Uncle Bill probably had that beer under control, but so the president said, well, he'd bring a case or two of the hard stuff and maybe some soda for the kids. I hung up the phone and looked at Grandma. It was 8 in the morning. We both decided that it was time to get over to Aunt Barb's house. My mom just strolled into the kitchen. We asked her to go get the car keys, and my father was still in the John. Yeah, we asked mom to go get the car keys from my father, who was still holding up the John. By now, he always took his time. Yeah. By now, Aunt Colette and Aunt Alice were screaming for him to hurry up. As the two of them squirmed and danced at the bathroom door, I started loading up the car with turkeys and pies and all that other food Mom and Grandma had fixed ahead of time. Soon, amidst the fading screams of agony at the bathroom door, Grandma and I hit the road for Aunt Barb and Uncle Bill's house across town. A beautiful day was shaping up. Well, there you are, friends. That's the next segment. Oh, we've got lots more, and I think you'll enjoy this. Okay, we'll see you later. Have a good Saturday. Yeah, this is Saturday. I'm heading up to the Chatterbox now. God bless. We'll see you. Bye now.